I'm Mike Holmes. I've been helping desperate homeowners for decades. Now I'm bringing insider knowledge directly to you. This is Holmes Knows Homes. Now, something fun. It's time for Ask Mike Anything. I'm not afraid, so take your best shot. I get this one a lot. Kelly asks, how long have you worn overalls and how many pairs do you actually have? Well, Kelly, I tell you, I have about 40, or I had about 42 to 44 pairs. I've worn them for probably 40 years. After I've worn them for a while, I would sign them, give them to a charity, and they would auction them off. And actually, I think one pair of overalls raised $2,500 for a very worthy cause. So now I'm down to 3 pairs, and I'm gonna have to keep those just in case I need them for television. But if you've noticed, I've been on television for almost 20 years. And wearing overalls on TV day in, day out, I think it's time for a change. I kind of like what I'm wearing. You know what I mean? Krista asks, what was your first tattoo? How many do you have? And will you get more? I was 16 years old when I got the first bulldog on my right arm. The second one I got was on my left arm. It was a cobra. Years and years later, I meet this tattoo guy. We designed this big tattoo that goes from here to up to here with a bulldog that's me in overalls with the Make It Right logo. Then I walked around and I looked in the mirror and I went, holy cow, this thing is so big, and the cobra was small. So I had a Viking put on my left arm. I did this ancestry thing, and believe it or not, it was Scandinavian. That means I'm like part of the Vikings. Now it's kind of balanced. Do I want any more? No, I'm pretty good, thank you. Scott, New York asks, accidents happen. Have you ever gotten hurt on a job site? I try not to. There was a couple of accidents. I remember walking up on a ladder to 7 feet, standing on the top of it where it says, do not use as a step. I grabbed a circular saw, was cutting into the building. When I shifted my weight, the ladder actually gave out, caved in, and down I went with the saw fully triggered, meaning it was on. I embedded my elbow into the ground, watching the saw because that's all I could keep my eyes on, knowing I was going down. Cut my legs getting caught in the ladder, and I was a little bit embarrassed. I try not to make those mistakes, especially twice. Mark in New Jersey wrote, when you go in and fix a mess the previous contractors have left behind, do you ever try to get in touch with that contractor? Okay, when I find these guys, I do everything I can to get them in trouble. I call all the right people, including the government, to stop them from doing it to anyone else. But the answer really is no, only when I have to. Nancy in Kentucky asks, do you keep in touch with homeowners after fixing their homes? Nancy, I always do. These are people that become friends. I've talked to people from years back, and they're still smiling, and that means a lot to me.